We are live. Let me go ahead and you got Wiz the link?
No, can you send it? I'm retarded.
Yeah, I got it. The Wizinator. Do you know what the Wizinator is?
No.
No, so it's like the fake it's like a utensil to pass a drug test they used to sell in the back of High Times.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's the Wizinator.
That
All right, let me get
makes
with
sense.
let me see. Did I sent you the link earlier? Oh, I was trying to get Chance to hop on. Love to get him on, tell us how Turkey went. Let's see. All right. I sent him the link. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about now.
Oh yeah.
It's real hyped. A couple of people have been asking about the results from Georgia. You will get the super match results tomorrow, and then we'll throw up at least the winners top three out there. You missed a hell of a party, John.
I know. I was regretting it as soon as I didn't go. Yeah.
Well, you can't hit them all, and you can't peak for everything. And ultimately, I'd be lying if I said I don't hope to throw a tournament every week
Right.
somewhere, right? Like whether it's in a different country, a different county, something. We should be arm wrestling every Saturday of the damn year. Or at least you should have the option, but you can't hit them all. So there's no shame in that. But you missed a good one. Very similar to the vibe at Tallahassee. Were you at Tallahassee?
No, I wasn't at that one either. It's the two I missed.
I'm gonna have to get another co-host, man. I'm sorry to do that, but
Oh
damn.
man.
All right. Nah, it was just small enough of an environment that the audio was perfect. The energy was perfect. There was moments here when we were like cheering who's got Georgia, who's got Florida. Dude, it was insane. I mean, it sounded like you were at an NFL game.
Yeah, I heard it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of unexpected matchups there. We had young guy Dawson Trapp.
I've heard
He
of
came
him.
down from Alabama and stole the show. Bunch of good people, man. Josh Ellington made his return. Jerome Loud was crushing everybody as normal.
Yeah, Jerome Loud stuff. Yeah, got it.
What up?
What up? Wiz was my co-host this Saturday. He was head referee. Absolutely killed it. Bro, we ran I do we have an official number?
Yeah.
What's the official number?
Let me grab it. I'll tell you.
All right. Well, we will have an official number here momentarily, but I'm
I
gonna
still
guess
say at least 100.
that's what you say. Okay. I don't know. I'll know in about 2 minutes, but a lot of people came. It was just big enough. 81 entries.
Oh,
So nothing massive, by far our smallest event of the year. But man, when I tell you that we were up out of there at 6 o'clock, everybody's smiling, super well paced. We didn't have to hurry up. It was just all around a pleasure. Total pleasure. So bigger
definitely.
is always better. And to be honest, this venue, if we had this couldn't have done 262 or whatever Mayhem did. So it was perfect. I kind of had a skeleton crew with me. Just, a lot of the USAL stuff is a lot more unproven than FAL.
Right.
FAL, it ain't no thing to roll out, $2,500 in staff fees. But with USAL, we got to be a little bit more careful so that we can make sure we keep doing it. But that being said, man, went out there with a skeleton crew and killed it. We were able to run one table the entire time. So that tells you how fast we were moving. Some classes had 9 people, and we never needed to go to a second table. So it was just all around like kind of very low pressure event, if I could put it anyway.
Yeah. Georgia had to love that.
It was low pressure but super high energy. My bad, Johnny. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. They just don't have a lot going on usually, right? So they only have a few tournaments a year, correct?
Sure. I'd love to compare numbers and see how we did compared to Georgia State's, if anyone in the comments wants to look that up 3 weeks prior. Yeah, so for me, I'm not really worried about what it could have been as much as it was a success. It was definitely It proved viable. Georgia definitely welcomed us. I had a blast, man. I would go out on a limb to say it was one of my favorite events of the year by far. So that's how good the energy was. I mean, it was crazy. Like there was very few moments where the entire building wasn't smiling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of tournaments, people are like pissed off or stressed out or this or that.
Right.
We were able to stop the entire tournament and go watch Chance arm wrestle for a little bit.
That's pretty cool.
We were streaming the East versus West on like a giant, like 10-foot wide golf simulator.
Which was
It's
badass.
basically a projector, like a giant projection screen, but we had
Right.
East versus West massive on there. Bunch of cool stuff. Because we didn't live stream it, we were able to have badass music the whole time. Somebody walked over to me and said, "How long until you and Joe Rogers arm wrestle?" And I told him about 5 minutes, and then I heard Little John, "Let's go, come on." I was like, "Oh, fuck it. This is actually the sign. We're wrestling in 30 seconds. Tell them get ready." But it was nice to not have to worry about the background audio, you know, and having to trip on that. It was truly more of a party. Shout out also to Rax Pool Hall, man. These guys welcomed us, pretty much told us do whatever the fuck you want, set it up how you want, have at it. You know, sometimes you're treated decent and sometimes you're treated like gold. We were treated like gold Saturday, that's for sure.
Hell yeah. The paper came out and everything, man. And they're already wanting us to come back. So definitely was a success.
Yeah, we were on the front of the Times Sentinel out there in Thomasville. They came out, interviewed everybody, Wiz all over Rack Social, giving a bunch of crazy wild man interviews. Looked like they let a cake man out of prison and he stole someone's camera. Very questionable, if I say so myself. When I came out and seen who was representing me, I was like, "Well, it's halfway in. Go ahead and finish now."
Oh my god!
Can't stop him now.
Exactly. I wasn't gonna. It would have been worse if I stepped in and was like, "Whoa, this guy can't speak for us." They had already picked Wiz as the representative, and he was half cocked going crazy on camera. So I was like, I just sat back in the edge and watched it unfold.
Yeah.
Literally didn't say a word.
Oh my god! I just didn't want to stutter or
It
stumble.
was perfect, dude. I just sat back and watched it. I didn't say a word. And you did good. You did good. You know, you have a lot of like Mean Gene Okerlund in you. A little bit. You definitely have some like WWE cutting promos.
I tried.
Yeah, it was good.
Fucking crying over here. That shit was funny.
We were talking about the Paul Bearer era
Oh
back
yeah.
when you were. You should.
Yeah, man. That was a fun road. It was a fun tournament. It was a fun road trip. Oh my god, I got to hear so many funny stories, which I can't even say on fucking
Yeah, don't do
on
that.
this. No, I can't. But man,
I gotta start another on my personal channel. I gotta start telling some stories. I was telling him back in the day. We are going to have a new segment on the show that you guys will see next week. It'll be very interesting where people can kind of call in and ask some questions about predictions, things like that. Yeah, it was a great road trip. Ultimately, it was I think exactly or a little less than 2 hours from my door for us to be able to go throw a tournament in Georgia.
That's awesome,
dude. I mean, we gassed up one time. I mean, didn't even have to stop to take a bathroom break or anything. So I was sitting in my bed at 10 p.m. after just throwing a tournament in Georgia that same night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yeah, when you talk about convenience, I'm gonna have to say Thomasville, Georgia's it's pretty hard to beat for convenience to a Florida guy.
Yeah.
We had a great showing from a lot of the Florida guys. We won our state versus state battle 4-3.
Heck yeah.
Another close battle, just like it was with California. Except this time we were able to take the W. Let's go over some of the matches. Just we'll give a little bit of highlights and shout out to some of the winners, some of the guys that didn't win. Everybody gave a great showing. We started off with me versus Joe Rogers. Pretty good matchup considering I only came in at about 188, 190-ish. So I was extremely light. He was nice and heavy. Played out pretty much the way it always plays out, though. I was able to get his hand, and he just kind of couldn't get out of it. So I was able to get the win on that one. That one ended 2-0. I think he had enough after the second match. We didn't even bother going the third. After that, we went ahead and we went to Cody Register and Mike Oliver. I'm sorry, Mike. I think Mike Philhauer.
Phil Howard.
Philhauer and Register have a crazy battle, and these are two new guys, probably arm wrestling less than a year. A lot of new guys typically don't get any shine.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a rivalry going back and forth.
Yeah,
like those guys always have a war when they pull each other.
Yeah, and they're a bunch of guys that are right on the cusp of leaving the amateur class. So they know how to arm wrestle, but they're really nobody yet. They're working on still developing. So they Cody Register ended up taking on Mike Philhauer and Mike Oliver. Philhauer and him, it was great back and forth, back and forth. Philhauer ultimately ended up pulling it off. We were up 2-0. We had Josh Ellington and Dustin Ramey. Dustin came in looking big, looked heavy and strong, just didn't look like he could engage his hand as well. Josh Ellington is an absolute animal. And in Dustin's defense, Josh was cracking Jerome's hand like it was nothing, just peeling it back. Yeah, I mean, just as soon as they say go, just Jerome's wrist would blow apart. And not every time, but a few times, definitely where Jerome would let go because his hand was so compromised. And you don't see that,
Yeah, that's crazy.
He doesn't get his hand taken. So Ramey got overwhelmed there. He wasn't able to do much with it. Then we went back to, I guess, we went to Register and Oliver. We went ahead and took that W. Mike Oliver pretty much breezed through it. He looked like he was just a cut above. Looking big and strong. After this, what did we go to next, Wiz?
Dude, man, I just smoked a fatty, so you're asking the wrong person.
I believe. Let me look real quick.
Can't ask this guy nothing, man.
No, you can't ask him anything.
No. Well, fuck. I could have guessed.
After that, we went to Ryan North.
Oh, yeah. Who killed it?
And Logan Austin. Or I'm sorry. Was it Logan Austin? Yeah, and Logan Austin. And Ryan North just looked bigger than ever. Dude, it was like 360, 370. Yeah. I gave him a 4X shirt, and it looked like it was a pigs in a blanket on him. Okay, it was like form fitting, a 4X. Look, if I put it on, I could have wrestled somebody inside of it and had good movement. Okay, like that's it. I could throw my whole body up in here like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dominated, dude. Dominated. He was so fucking strong. I'm glad I wasn't arm wrestling him. I'm actually surprised he didn't win the whole damn tournament as strong as he was.
Who beat? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Ellington was killing.
Yeah, Ellington and Jerome were pretty much the two top dogs that day.
Yeah.
We went back and gave Ramey and Ellington another round right hand. They went left and right. And it was very similar. Josh Ellington's hand was just a little bit too much for Ramey. Yeah. And then our main event, we had Jerome Loud. We ultimately, Stump Burton did not show up to pull Josh Miller. So we had Jerome stepped in as an alternate, and we had Jerome Loud and Josh Miller as our main event. And fortunately, by that time, we had already clinched it 4-2. They win the final match with Jerome Loud 4-3. We ultimately got the victory, but they got the final main event match. Jerome was strong, but I would say he was just 10% stronger than Josh. Josh wasn't necessarily out arm wrestled or anything. He was just outpowered. He was struggling.
I think Josh just couldn't get it arm on arm.
Yeah. Yeah, and the truth is even if he did, they might be very close in strength. but when someone's close in strength with your arm and their hand is much stronger,
Yeah.
they're just picking
Bad
where
day.
they play. Yeah, they go to the arm when they want, and then they hide back in the hand.
Drums
You know,
a
it's
monster.
like telling a guy, quit hooking into my hand.
Right.
Well, they can until they're losing, and they just keep, so he didn't have much to deal with, but he looked good, man. He was solid in the tournament. Josh Miller was, for sure. He he had a good showing. It was nothing to be ashamed of, but Jerome was just a cut above. He was looking real good. We are going to make a couple announcements here too with King of Florida. We are going to allow the black jerseys. One event only.
Yes.
King of Florida. There are only 30 in the merch shop. The merch shop will be updated with quantities, but that is it. So if you got your shirt, wear it on out at King of Florida, show out. And if you don't, there are limited quantities available, first come, first serve. But everybody's been asking, I wanted to do something special. We knew we had these black jerseys for something. If you got them, wear them to King of Florida.
Awesome.
Feel free. Another thing, King of Florida, we're going to have a kids class. We've never had a kids class here before. So I don't know how it'll be divided. It'll kind of be handled the same way as Masters typically. We'll go by how the age is and split. We usually do Masters 199 up and down, but
is this like a
guys
legit
here.
kids class for some arm wrestling, like a juniors class, or
We
is it
used to-
just like, just for good time, family get some pics, that kind of stuff?
Tell me the difference.
Well, one way you just kind of, you let them have fun and you get Trent in there.
So when y'all's kids arm wrestle, it's going to be half fun. When my
I'm talking
kid comes
about
up here
like,
and I'm screaming, it's going to be deathly serious.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Are we talking about like 14, like a Roman class? Like a
No,
Roman?
talking a children's class.
Okay.
Your daughter's arm wrestling.
Oh,
So we're going to split them into a couple age groups. We'll have maybe 2-3 weight classes. So if we get some 13-year-olds, they can have a teen class. If we get a bunch of 5 to 8-year-olds, we could, we pretty much just want to make it a little bit more family friendly.
Yeah,
We've got
there you go.
huge
Perfect.
use of the same venue we were at City Limits for the bike week event.
A great
So
venue.
I'm gonna have some bounce houses out there. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be pretty much something you can bring the whole family to come hang out at. What we do want to do is make King of Florida as big as possible. So if somebody's got their kids and they're not sure and they're trying to hold out, I want that to be the tipping point where they say, well, fuck it, we're coming to King of Florida. I wanted to
That place was good, man. That's where they had
it's
that
great.
cornhole competition. They had a whole bunch of food trucks.
Sure, we're gonna have plenty of shade out here this year. We're hopefully gonna have a bunch of pop-up canopies, so we don't have to deal with that. Robert Kelly won't bring the 55-mile-an-hour winds with him. That was wild, huh?
Freaking hurricane. Oh man.
I'm looking forward to going back, man. I really liked the venue. I talked to the guys today. They were super hyped up. I honestly, I hadn't talked to the guy since the last time we did the last bike week event. And he's like, man, I was just waiting to call, super amped up. They're ready to have the meeting, get this. They've been pushing this event, I guess for the past week up there at the venue anyways.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's dope. That place is one of these places, it's like Q4, but with a better venue. When you get these bars that want to host you and want you to come back as much as you can, you got to use them for everything they're worth, right? Maximize their space, make it as big as you can, because a lot of places you got the limit of capacity. Hey, we can only do 170. That's what the building whole. This place we could bring 3,000 people if we wanted. So let's milk that aspect. How was your weekend, man? I seen you at the practice. What did you do Saturday? Were you watching? Did y'all have a party? Were you watching the pay-per-view or what happened?
I had to work Saturday. That's the reason why I didn't go to the events, because I had to pick either this one or King of Florida to go to. And I'm going to King of Florida. That's what I look forward to all year. So, but I did watch the whole pay-per-view while I was at work, not getting anything done. I just had to make sure I was there clocked in. So
don't say that on camera, Johnny. Don't ever say that on camera.
They're all right. They're all right. But yeah, it was.
He was working hard.
He was
Yeah,
watching out of the reflection of the windshield
Yeah.
of the car he was working on.
Yeah. Transmission bolt while I'm looking at my phone like this. Like, all right. Hope it's tight.
Just prop the phone on the cross beam or something. Just stay under there chilling.
Don't check
Yeah,
your
I'm
luck.
hyped, man. I'm definitely ready for King of Florida. Did you guys see these golden gators?
I saw him. You should show him again.
We should show them again.
Hey.
Do you know where it is? It's on the parts rack. Perfect. Amazing. Yeah. Great awards. I think it's gonna probably be the coolest thing that anybody's ever sat on their trophy rack here in Florida. And we've had a lot of cool King of Florida trophies. I don't know if you guys remember the giant concrete skulls that had the crowns.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's been a bunch of cool shit. I think last year there was like 6-foot trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Big, did you win one of them big trophies? That was like 3 or 4 footers for the class.
No, I think George won them things or something.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty impressive watching everybody walk out of here with, 5-foot tall trophy or whatever, 4-foot tall.
Is the gator heads for every class winners?
A great question. Yes. Yes. Short answer is yes, they are for every single class. So these, yeah, it's kind of unfortunately the reflectiveness doesn't show as much, but
They're cool.
yeah, the pictures will do better justice on the Facebook page. You can see them a little better. But yes, for every class for amateur, semi-pro, and pro. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we don't have any empty classes this year, but I'm not sure. Ultimately, we can do a trophy or a little plaque anywhere. Right. King of Florida, you got to have something crazy where someone's like, when your daughter's looking at your awards or your son, and you're like, what's that one for? You're like, well, son, long ago there was this really crazy tournament.
Yeah. And I was the king.
Exactly. You were the king? Yeah, I was the king. 2023.
The Gator King.
Golden Gator.
The Golden Gator.
Hey, I woke up this morning 185 pounds.
Come on down.
So in the event that I do make weight one day, I may have to have a vote to see who is the most official guy to actually weigh me in.
Oh, I'll weigh you in, bro.
Nah, they wouldn't trust you, Wiz. I'm sorry, but if you told me you've seen Max weigh in, I'm gonna say I need to see Max weigh in.
I'd be like, what weight is he supposed to be?
What's that?
I'd be like, what weight was he supposed to be? And then that's exactly what he weighed.
Yeah, he
what
just
a coincidence.
I love when people send me, I'm like, oh, okay, what did you weigh? He's like, I weighed 175.9. I'm like, your scale weighs 0.9s? I've never seen a scale that weighed in odd amounts. Never seen a scale in odd increments.
Mine does. Mine does actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Every time
it'll hit you with a point something.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, everybody, this is the thing is I imagine we are going to saturate the amateur and semi-pro classes pretty heavily because everybody wants their chance at the Gators, which I am entirely fine with because you have your guidelines. If you've won more than 3, you can't get in. So, I don't want to leave. I don't want to have 20 Gators on my nightstand.
It would be pretty awesome. This is where I won first and second. City Limits was. If I can somehow.
This is your only victory ever was at City Limits?
This is where I got my first gold. Actually, my first tournament that I won was here at that DeLand tournament. Where it was super windy. That event, that's where I won it. Gold left, silver right. The only L I took that day was to Len Miller.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Len.
No.
trying to find out. That's Lem's.
And then, but I had some pretty good matches with Martin Kemp also that day.
That's a cool dude right there.
Yeah, he's a very cool
Man,
dude.
I got to get him a ticket. That's the coolest guy around, right?
I think he's in Australia or something right now.
Australia.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes
bro.
there.
He literally just travels and fucking arm wrestles.
That's like the coolest guy in the world.
What am I doing wrong in life? Good Lord.
Your name's not Martin Kemp.
I know.
Yeah.
I need to be as cool as Martin Kemp. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, he was hanging out with Ryan Bowen, just doing stuff. It was cool.
How many people? How many we got in the? We got 5 people, 6 in the chat. Good Lord. Predictions. You got enough to take out George?
I might have enough after he pulls Max.
Okay.
But fresh for fresh, that's a bad man right now.
And what is the cutoff for 76? It's 179, right?
Yep. Yeah. Man, if I get everything perfect, I have a shot with anybody, I believe. But that's a hard one to get around right there. It's a tough dude. But
I didn't get to pull him. I know he's feeling strong. He looks diesel.
dude, when he pulled Antonio, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Did he beat him?
Yes.
Damn, that bad.
Yes.
Antonio, you better step your shit up.
Antonio's hell. That's why it was so impressive, because that dude's strong. He's got crazy elbow. But George looked good, let's say. He looked really good. So
He's having too much fun playing with them gator heads.
Hey, someone come win the damn Gators from Brandon.
I'm surprised he's not walking around with them bitches on his head like this.
Somebody take these things from me.
So bad. What the hell is he doing over there?
I can't. George is like the final boss at 176.
Oh yeah.
Dude's diesel.
Dude,
Yeah,
his neck is like, hey,
I know.
that neck is like, I can't even.
He's got a trucker hat looking like Lincoln Hawk.
His neck's like this, and his traps touch
He
all
looks
over.
like that one MMA fighter that they call the neck, that he's just all neck on his mugshot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What the hell's wrong with George? He needs to calm down, man. We ain't that strong.
He's
You need to relax.
He's full with. I'll tell you though, he's got his hands full of Max. Max is already messaging me about the weight allowance.
Yeah,
He's already. I told you, Wiz. Didn't I tell you what's going to go down?
You told me.
He's going to pull Mac Wiz, or he's going to pull George at like 185. That's my prediction. He's going to get George to be convinced that they don't need to cut weight.
George ain't gonna do that. He's gonna tell him, "No way, Jose."
Oh. Are you talking about Max Taubin?
Yeah, he's pulling George.
Bro, Max is fucking huge. How the hell is he getting down to 176, I'm assuming?
That Joker's all.
He said he wanted to, and then now he's going to use the weight allowance, which is fine.
He looks jacked too.
Tell George he needs to have a no rehydration clause in that bitch.
Dude, if we do, I'm going to be honest. If we did 179, I can make 179 by midnight tonight.
You should. Come on down.
I don't want no, because I want you guys. I ultimately, it would be fucked up if Gluck went.
How awesome would that be though if you did do it and you beat everybody, and then that's your segue into beating fucking Dustin Hyatt?
They won't give that any clout. That's what I was telling you, that no one's going to give it. 'Cause here's the thing.
What do you mean?
Obviously, I want to pull at 76 just to make a run at this list.
Yeah.
No one there is going to even give me a match because they're going to say I can't make 76. And if I say I made it recently at my own tournament, they're like, what the fuck? I got to just come out to some bullshit tournament and just rail everybody and then ask where's the next, who's next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that is one way you could look at it, but I don't.
Oh man, hey, we got a bunch of cool shit in here too. We got we're gonna start a membership thing on here. I seen on the YouTube, all sorts of things where people can get access to behind the scenes videos, a lot of the cool shit. We can take the super chats like we were talking on here. I'm hoping to be able to uh, have everything up and running when we get Robert down here to film King of Florida. We could do some interviews, like a little press conference beforehand, and maybe even not press conference, because that would involve limiting the amount of people to 6 or 10 or whatever. But I want to get a lot more behind the scenes stuff. Every time I watch that on TV, that's what everybody wants. The tournament is cool, but people want to feel like they're at the tournament at their house. They want to see me walk up to Wiz and be like, yo, and show me the Wiz dance.
Yep.
And then they want to walk up and hear John's prediction and hear about Daniel Worley's tricep injury. They want to feel like they're here.
Yep.
So
yeah. I like that shit too. So I agree. Yeah.
I need to just put my phone on live and clip it to my chest for the whole day.
You say too much crazy shit. No.
I know. I'm just.
I bet you Robert would have. You're basically just describing the Kelly cam, which he has. So
Sure,
that's definitely doable.
Yeah, he's got so much.
Yeah, that the Kelly cam is amazing.
That's basically all, and then all we need is just audio to go along with that, and we just get, because that whole apparatus, I'm sure he can get that down into a smaller package, and all of a sudden, boom, we're right there mingling with the audience. We can go to all the pullers, do quick little rap. One thing I liked about East versus West that they were doing was the rapid fire questions. I like that. That would be something fun to do with all the pros that we pretty much, because we have so many awesome pullers down here, to just be able to have access to them and ask them cool little questions. And it doesn't just have to be about arm wrestling. It just be something fun too, just to kind of throw a monkey wrench in the mix. But stuff like that, like you guys are saying, I think they get a kick out of. I had just as much fun listening to crazy stories and just chopping it up than I had at the tournament.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I was saying, having this guy said in the Steve-O's, what's it? Steve-O's, he said, have a body cam like cops. Exactly.
Yes.
Now they're part of the story. I want to do a lot more of that, because as much as I love arm wrestling, I don't watch tournaments. I know maybe I'm a piece of shit, right? Maybe whatever, but I don't watch tournament arm wrestling. I won't. I'll try to, if I do, I'll fast forward through to maybe see Artem's part or whoever I'm watching to see. But unless it's a class I'm super into, I typically will not watch an entire tournament. But I damn sure will watch a bunch of crazy build up to it.
Yep.
And then that will then have me watching the tournament, right? Like, I'm like, oh, Wiz is talking shit. Let me see if he gets his ass whooped, right? So
hopefully I don't get my ass whooped too bad. I really do want one of them fucking gator heads, bro.
What do you weigh, Wiz?
Right now, I'm trying to. Damn, should I say this on the air? Well, I'm going to be in the 198 class. I'm going to hopefully work the system to the best of my ability, and I'll just leave it at that.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get as fat as I fucking can.
Bitch, I'm the system. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. I'm trying to get as fat as I can, like 204, 205.
Okay.
But I'm not, I'm not just sitting around eating fucking Cheerios and shit. I am eating, but staying active.
I got gains.
And
the
then
tortellini?
I'm going to, no, fuck.
You're back on the tortellini.
Don't even say that fucking word in my house, bro. Don't even, we can't say that word.
Your wife posted that you packed her lunch. I was going to ask her, is that the tortellini?
No, fuck, no. Dude, she has been, thank God, perfect since then. So you want me to tell that funny story? You might as well, right?
Go ahead. Does your wife kill you?
Bro, who gives a fuck? Ask for forgiveness later. So prior to me almost killing my wife, Brandon texted me about the trip to Georgia, which I would have gone, and everything was very last minute. So I tell my wife, hey, this is that, whatever. She pretty much makes the whole thing happen, which is awesome. So now I'm super psyched. We're going on this trip. I tell Brandon, yeah, man, I'm there. I'm going. The night of that Friday, just before we're getting ready to go to bed, we're smoking a couple dubs and stuff. I make my wife something to eat. which I had this meat sauce that I may have left out too long on the stove.
Hold on, you
Okay.
didn't mention that part.
Well,
You didn't mention that you poisoned her. You told me you cooked her some nice tortellini. Come to find out, you using some old sauce, bro, for the wife.
Damn.
You deserve everything that happens to you.
it may have been on the stove a couple hours too long. Oh, she's in here. Babe, I'm selling the tortellini story. She
dead.
And so I give her the food. Everything was great. Everything was fine at first. And then all of a sudden, she starts freaking out because her heart is beating fast, like it's coming out of her chest. And I start to panic because she has, sometimes high blood pressure if she gets too worked up or something. So I'm like, oh my God, her high blood pressure is going. She is freaking out. Heat, sweats,
Meanwhile, you fed
flashes.
her poison tortellini.
Oh my God. And it's coming in waves. And then finally it got to the point where it came out of her. And that's when I realized, holy shit, it was this tortellini that I just gave her.
Like, holy shit, I married the exorcist.
Yeah. And then as she's in there yakking, I go, damn, babe, I may have poisoned you. I'm sorry. And it's so funny because she watches so much true crime that, yeah.
How long of a delay was it between when she started throwing up and your brain, it triggered how old that tortellini was?
Once she said that it was, you know how when you are about to puke, you start getting that heat coming out, like so once she started getting that, I was like, oh, you're that may happen. And then she started going, so I was like, oh fuck. So she ran to the bathroom. luckily made it to the bathroom, and I felt so bad because it instantly, but as soon as she puked, she felt better, aside from, and I know it had to be the nastiest. You're talking about some old fucking sauce that I should have not had out on that.
So
It's like
tell us about the food truck you're starting.
No, fuck. It's called Ebola.
Nobody's ever eating Wiz's food again after this episode.
No,
bro, I'm actually a good cook. This is why
you are. You're a terrible cook.
Never again.
Are you fucking kidding? You're a terrible cook.
Was a fluke. That was a fluke incident.
Leaving food out for 10 hours and then serving your wife is not a fluke.
I made it for the girls at once something, and then she ended up eating because I didn't want to put it in the fridge because it was still hot. Because if you put something hot in the fridge, bacteria and shit. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll just leave it out. It's staying kind of warm. So when she was coming back, I reheated it up. I ate some, but as we both know,
yeah, but you're Cuban with an iron gut.
Well, it wasn't that iron. Remember when I pulled up to your house, I had to pull back out and go to the gas station up the street. I literally pulled up to Brandon's house the early, like around 6 before he didn't even have the lights on yet. And I'm just saying, okay, cool. I'm gonna take me a little power nap for like 20-30. Everything's gonna be great. Man, not even 5 minutes of me sitting there, those tortellini started tortellini in my fucking stomach, and I had to burp. Back the fuck up out, go to the gas station. But then I was good. After that, no hiccups. The tournament ran smoothly.
Bro, you're never cooking. Ever.
Bro.
I'm so scared to eat your judgment with food is definitely.
Bro, and the fucked up thing is I worked at Publix, so like they made me take the food safety course back in the day.
Oh, you killed people. There's dead people because of you. Which area? So I need to research
produce
this area about food poisoning.
Produce section.
Yeah, they damn sure didn't put your ass near cooking. You can't. It's hard to fuck up the produce.
Oh, man, that's some funny shit right there, bro.
All right. We got Adrian Morrison in the house, the official top 5 198 here. I am going to say I witnessed this young man, Adrian Morrison, in Austin Wade. I wasn't my job to make the
Was that
call.
the trap house? Trap house?
No. It was the young man being filmed from multiple angles. He He definitely is here, and this kid's a problem. If you guys don't know who Adrian Morrison is, you're gonna know. I couldn't do shit with Wade, and he got fucking fresh with him, and definitely had him. From what I've seen, it looked like a close pin, if not. But and Wade adjusted on the restart and won. Props to him. But the kid is the truth. So it was damn near a close call. Personally, if I was down ref, it looked good, but he's going to be a problem. I will never face him fresh in a bracket that I am handling. So just know that you guys will be facing him, not me.
Oh.
Black jerseys. Yes, black jerseys for King of Florida. Go on there, get yours now. You can get them at the shop now button on the Florida Arm Wrestling League Facebook page or the Florida Arm Wrestling League Shopify. There's only 30 available. We're going to break them out. Anybody that has the jersey, you can wear yours to King of Florida. So
Hey,
one
you
event
just
only.
reminded me. I left my black jersey at the in the car or something.
Yeah, I'll bet you did.
No, I think Marta's got it because I changed into the ref dealio.
Oh yeah.
I had it in my first.
So for only $39.99, you could get that back. No.
Hey, we should sign it off in the auction. It might be worth something one day.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because you're a serial killer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'll probably
a serial killer.
I'll fucking
Fucking
poison
weirdo.
100 people and then it'll be worth.
Exactly. Don't get it's like they find out 10 years from now you killed 300 people.
And here we have the story of the arm wrestler turned serial killer.
all through fucking poison.
Yeah, I'm putting like cyanide on the fucking straps and shit. People just falling dead at the table.
You don't have to. Just serve them some of your damn tortellini.
I'm never gonna live that down, bro.
I got a
I
weak
fucked up
stomach.
bad.
That would have took me out. I already know. I wouldn't have made the tournament.
Oh,
Hell.
bro, it was bad.
What the fuck is a tortellini anyways? Like a ravioli or something? Huh?
Yes, bro.
I was wondering. I was thinking about that. I don't really even know what
It's a
tortellini is.
tortellini.
Hey,
You mean this whole time we were
think-
talking? You didn't even know what the fucking
Well, I was
tortellini
pretending it was a ravioli in my mind.
It basically is, kind of, yes. Jesus.
Oh shit.
Just fucking going along with it the whole time.
Well, I know some Italian bullshit you fucked up. Cubans shouldn't be cooking Italian food anyway.
No, that's what
That's
that's
the
what it
first thing.
is. That's what it
That's the
is.
first thing.
We're good with chicken fricassee, picadillo, all
That's
that
like
good
listen,
shit.
where I live in Winter Springs. I guess there's nobody from New York. So when you go in there, all the New York restaurants or Italian restaurants are ran. All the Italian restaurants are just dudes from Puerto Rico from Kissimmee
Oh yeah.
running it. So when you go in, you might think it's a legit Italian place, but it's not. They're not speaking wicked Italian.
Like, damn, this fucking pasta tastes like adobo. What's going
The
on?
food's still good, but it's about as authentic as anything. It's like me cooking Chinese food. Yeah. Leave the tortellini to the real Italians. Okay, let Paul
Bro, I'm
Italia
never
cook.
buying
You know what?
it again.
If Paul Italia would have cooked you a tortellini, maybe it'd have been right. This fucking guy, the Wizinator, cooks you a tortellini. You never be the same.
You are
Yeah, that's your new special move. Is the tortellini
I'm dead. The tortellini of death.
fucking death tortellini?
Babe, you're gonna
Tortellini.
get a kick out of this live, babe. She's gonna love this.
That's out of control. All right, what else we got going on? Anything else exciting? Oh, the belts. A lot of people don't know. Look it up on the Facebook. Yeah. What'd she say? She's gonna kill you?
What?
You're not about to kill you?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. We got the real fuck man.
Bro, this is like
This is out of
like
control.
this is like the beginning of the damn trip. Remember when my girl got me the fucking the sativa
Dude, the last time I was laughing this
before
hard,
we took
I
off.
crashed Craig's car in his driveway right into his light pole. He looks at me, he's like, you good to drive? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm great to drive. Let's go. I put that bitch in reverse and
Oh,
got a
fuck.
brand new car. He just got it that week. I looked out and not only did I damage his car, I destroyed his light pole.
Oh, fuck.
Fucked them both up. And we've made it 3 feet through his yard. We haven't even made it out of the driveway. So
Oh god.
John, bro, when we were driving, his car kept turning off at the fucking light.
it was a rental with them, like a half electric ones that shut off.
And
You know what
that
I'm
shit
talking
kept
about?
fucking with me.
They like
I
turn
just
off
fuck-
at a red light and stop.
Yeah.
Some gas saving bullshit. Fucking Wiz is bugged out. He's like, yo, what's up? Dude, your car just shut off. He's like, bro, he needs
Bro,
to
back
sit
in the
down
day
in a
when
chair
that
and have a
shit-
glass of water.
Back in the day when that shit happened, you got to get ready to push, bro. I'm trained to like panic mode, and I just smoked some fucking sativa that Amanda got me, which I never fucking even tried. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit doesn't do anything. We're fucking 2 blunts in, like at 7 in the morning of fucking sativa, and that shit's turning on and off. I'm like,
Speak for yourself. My attorney wouldn't approve any of this.
what the fuck? Oh my god, best fucking trip ever,
Bro,
bro.
he was bugging. Yeah, dog. Like he thought the car broke down. This is a brand new car, brand new rental, and he's losing his mind in it. We're in like a rocket ship.
What was it? What did you tell me? You're like, do you want to get out and check or some shit? Oh my god.
Yeah, so get out and check her.
Oh man.
Yeah, this was one of the ones. It was a good road trip. Georgia Classic was a badass tournament.
Yeah, man.
We
That
got
I did not expect. I mean, because when we were setting up, everybody, it was just a few people in there, and then out of nowhere, that place just fucking got packed, bro. Out of nowhere, and people were going nuts. There was some little, I don't know, like some kid or some 17. It could have been more than 17, and he had brought like his whole damn family down, whole damn cheering section with him. Literally like 10 or 12 people. They were going nuts. It was awesome. I loved it.
yeah. So you've been to? Have you missed any events?
I don't think so.
Okay. Whoa. We may have to have special prizes for all the people that hit every single event. That's a
Yep.
big deal if somebody hit all the events.
Yep, and I did recognize a couple of our normals that I see at all the events. Jarrett, or what's his name? Jarrett.
Jarrett Ryan.
Yeah. Yep. He was there.
How did you feel about the energy in that event versus all the others? Because when you say 81 entries, I guess, was that the official number, 81?
But see, that number you got to put
That's
an
not
asterisk
impressive,
on it
but that
because,
energy, how crazy, and what was the volume like in that building?
like I said, I recorded video. I sent you a bunch of videos. That place was packed. It was packed. I know it may be only 80 something entries, but that has because the masters are free and all the other ones are free, or some of
These
the other
people
ones.
brought 5 people each with them out here.
Yeah, but that place was packed. If it would have been 120, 130 entries, they wouldn't have fit in there because we had that place wall to wall. It was awesome. I couldn't even. There were speakers 6 feet away from me, and I couldn't hear them because people were yelling so loud. It was nuts.
It was nuts in there. That's very, very good description. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And
I loved it.
I don't know if it's good or bad that there was no stream of it.
Yeah,
I wish there was
had
a
a
stream.
few people texting me. Yeah, I know, but
But the story is always going to sound 10 times crazier when you can't actually see how loud it was. Like
Right.
John's mind's going crazy right now. He's like, what did I miss?
That's exactly.
I got one little video of Austin Wade. I was so like awestruck with
I have a lot of videos.
that. At one point I forgot I'm the damn down ref and I'm just fucking recording like, oh shit, like
Adrian Morrison said you got one video of him at least.
It was insane. It was insane. That the trap, I don't know, I think his name is something Trap. They said his name is Trap House or something. So I was like, okay. Him and Wade, those two guys going back and forth, insane.
They had
Those two.
dog fights, man. They were
Every single round. I was not expecting anybody to be able to do anything with Austin. So for let alone those guys to, and I think they even got some legit win.
Yeah, the kid won the class. The
Yeah,
kid won right here.
it was a
man.
controversial loss Austin had, but he still came back and won it. I believe on the left. So
Yeah, Wade definitely took the left. He was fucking beast mode too. I arm wrestled him. He smashed me. I felt like I was good at a couple little setups, but
he's just so strong.
Well,
It's almost impossible to set up with him.
I get bullied by him. I don't know what it is that when I'm setting up with him, I fucking concede and just give him what he wants.
Well, his fucking hands
I'm gonna have to get up and
iron.
cheat like hell.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be dirty next time I arm wrestle him. He's so strong, and then on top of that, once you match his strength, he fucking explodes.
Yeah,
Pins.
Yeah,
Now he's developed this shoulder roll.
Mm-hmm.
Not a press, but a shoulder roll. Where it's just coming down on it, and it's devastating. I could feel when he pinned me with it once that I was touching like his sternum with my hand. That's how deep he was. You know what I'm saying? So he's getting up on top of that hand.
Good.
And it's a bitch to get with. Adrian Morrison says Dawson's his friend and rival. Yeah, they're that's a solid team to train with. What's the team? What's you guys' team name? Is this the you guys? Is this Justin Bishop crew? We had a appearance by the people's champ himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Webb. He came out, the pride of Florida. He gave us some good down reffing, head ref for a little bit. He looked good too, man. He was kicking some ass.
Yeah, he looked better against Jerome than a lot of people.
Absolutely. In fact, I think that he put a little wear on Jerome because Jerome then lost to Ellerton after that.
Mm-hmm.
So props to Josh Webb. Everybody looked good out there. It was a good showing for us for sure. The super matches, they went our way. It was just all around a pretty positive day for Florida. We got to get out here. Just Florida Armwrestling League versus whatever state. It's growing in popularity. Being able to go out there and hit California was crazy. Being able to hit Georgia was crazy. So
who's next?
That's exactly. What do you guys think? What do y'all think in the chat?
What you saying, Ohio?
I would cast my vote for Ohio. I've got a lot of friends in Ohio. I think I could a good venue there. I think I could make it happen. It's not too far.
How long of a road trip is that?
It's a hell of a road trip.
2.5 hours.
What's that?
Isn't it like 2.5 hours flight?
Yeah, it's not a bad flight, but I would I'll tell you, as crazy as our little 2-hour road trip was, it wouldn't be bad to rent a badass van or whatever, bus it and ride everybody out there. Because Robert Kelly will make a ride like that casually just to come out and chill with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
we need a Kelly mobile.
A lot of times the travel there is half the fun. Me and Artem have had some epic road trips. I mean, have you ever watched any of these like old videos of his that shows us on road trips, like stopping at getting fast food and
Russ, I saw an old super match of y'all where Artem was all ears and you still had all your tattoos. You're rocking the late 90s or early 2000 style. It was, I don't know. It was a fun match. Artem got to the first 3 and then you came back on him.
Okay. Yeah.
It looked very choreographed.
May have been. I damn sure don't want to pull Artem right now.
Oh, I don't think anybody does. He called out Bob Brown on a post I saw.
Yeah, he did. He said, I'm tired of you picking on my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
I don't know. That's a toughie.
But he might be doing that big round robin thing they have going on up there in Tennessee soon.
Yeah. Artem don't care. He'll fucking do the round robin and then a week later fucking pull Bob Brown.
He's doing
and
the
then
same.
go to a
So,
tournament the
Bob
next
Brown's
day.
going to the round robin.
Oh,
Yeah, Artem's in it.
Yeah, Bob Brown's going to ruin at least one person's day there. He's going to catch one of the best guy there in that little outside move he has in the first round, and that guy's going 0-12.
yeah, he's got a nasty Kings.
But it's something. It's
What are you guys feeling as far as training?
I feel great
I feel anxious.
on my left.
I feel like every time before a tournament, I was like, damn, am I going to be strong enough? You know, because I'm a sleeper build. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my arm wrestling is the same as like a turboed out 96 fucking Taurus. You're going to look at it and be like, God, that fucking car sucks. But when you grip up with this motherfucker right here, boy, you're talking about 329 horsepower to the ground, baby. Woo! Know what I'm saying?
Somebody clip that for me. I need that on my story.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what goes through my head. I just
Listen, so this is what was happening when I come outside and the news is interviewing him. Or the fucking guy that owns the place is interviewing him and asking him about this. This is the type of shit he's doing in front of like FAL. We've gone wild. We're at levels I've never thought we would achieve.
it was awesome. That guy loved us, man. He loved us.
He did love us. It was a good time. Do you lift weights at all, Wiz?
Yeah, but I'm a grower, not a shower. So the day of, I'm gonna look like a fucking beast, bro. I'm gonna eat like so much fucking adobo after I weigh in, and just so much salt is gonna be in my system. I'm gonna have like 15, 20 pounds of just water.
We're out there with a sign that says free tortellini.
My fucking ankles are gonna be swollen, bro. I'm not gonna be able to even walk out to the table, but I'm gonna be a beast.
Wiz is listen. I'm gonna tell you who Wiz is. He's basically groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons. You think he's this guy, and when he tears his shirt off, he's fucking jacked diesel. Looks like
Perfect
Mr. America.
analogy. That is a perfect analogy.
Groundskeeper
Willie.
That's exactly who Wiz is.
I've come to arm wrestle you.
Exactly.
Hey, I saw a post earlier, and I don't know if it was exactly true, but is Daniel Price 205 pounds right now?
Fuck no, he's not 205.
No. Am I 250?
Yeah, I saw Sterling Jackson say that on there, and I was like, "There's no way."
No.
Jackson ain't been to Florida at a damn practice.
He's like, I think he's probably 220, somewhere in that range.
I seen a picture like a couple weeks ago. He was like 216, I thought.
Yeah,
so,
he's right around in
there. Oof.
We'll see. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine him? I don't know who said it, but they imagine, him at 200 pounds, man.
Well, you're assuming that he kept 100% of his strength. It would be
of course,
different person. Now, it might resemble the other one and be insanely dangerous, or it might not. Some people at different weights aren't that crazy.
Well, he looked big as hell, so it's hard to tell if he was.
Jordan Sill at 205 pounds. He's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest, he's pretty fucking good. But Jordan Sill at like 235, dog, I seen him with Brzezinski having wars. You know, so so there's like weights that certain people are better at.
Yeah.
You know, so and not to say like I always keep that in mind when you're thinking of someone dropping weight. Like they may be stronger. Here, good example, Shark at 198. He came down to 198. It was okay. But he ultimately at like 230, dude, he's scary.
He's a dog, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. At 198, he was having like some wars with Chuck Jewell, and he was still holding his own, but at certain weights, these people are definitely a lot stronger. And some people are more dangerous at lighter weights. Right? Gaining a bunch of weight don't necessarily make you stronger. That's what I'm hoping for.
Me too.
I'm hoping to come down to 76 and be more dangerous than the 98 version was.
Yeah.
So It's all in perspective, but I would tell you I do not want to arm wrestle Daniel Price at 198 pounds. So
I don't want to fucking arm wrestle him at all, man. He's immovable.
That's a strong human, man.
we got to see Chance. Well, we'll give it a little bit longer. We got to see Chance with his super match.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name that he was arm wrestling?
Petrenko.
Oleg Petrenko, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that kid, he didn't look that big when I seen him walking. And then when at the table,
He looked
That's
fucking like Arnold
great.
Schwarzenegger at the fucking
Yeah.
table.
What
he
the
looked
hell?
as big as Chance. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
He looked big as fuck.
So
He
that
looked
guy,
like Pushkar at the table.
yeah.
didn't he, man? These Russians, they're so thick, dude. I don't know. They got some good stock to choose from.
He definitely put some size on. But
Chance looked big too.
yeah, Chance looked pretty good. It just
We need to get Chance out there actually in 100% shape, not coming off an injury. So there's
Like
no
100% shape, like Diesel with abs, big ass chest.
Yeah, like can you imagine Chance like
Fully
in Jerry Caderet type shape? You know, he's never gonna be ripped, but just like in shape. You know,
like he
like
was
you
from,
could like Eddie Hall, like he's got his fat abs going. He's still got abs, but he's still got the fat too. Just no fucking neck, extra fucking pack of hot dogs right on the back of his fucking head.
Oh,
He's
listen,
fucking
listen.
just so like,
That's when you know Chance is gonna be fucking huge. When he starts to get his neck wrinkled up.
yeah,
He
that's
pulled
the
John
Chance I'm
Brzezinski.
talking about.
He pulled John Brzezinski. He was like the juggernaut. It was just
Yeah.
meat right here, from here to his head. You could have hit him with a 2x4 over the head; it wouldn't have knocked him out. That's the best shape I ever seen of him. I think he was
That's what we
up
need.
that day.
Yeah,
I do. I think that version of him was great. But I agree with you. If we could see a fucking super dieseled up, just a true like gymmed up Chance blown up,
yeah,
like Don
yeah,
Under.
yeah. Yeah,
Underwood,
there you go.
crazy dog, have abs
Like
and-
Eddie Hall, fucking mode, just big fucking.
but he's got his whole
just-
life. He's got his whole life to get
Yeah.
there, dude. He's like, I
Bro,
don't
he's
know.
just chilling, going to
We just
trips to Turkey.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't gets fucking chance, my friend.
He
Listen.
represented, dude. He got
I know.
off of fouls, but he looked great. Yeah, there was a couple matches there that I thought like if he hadn't moved so early or if he hadn't rushed the pin, he could have kind of isolated. It just looked like his shoulder was compromised the whole time, like he couldn't hang on with the.
It's scary when he does that, man. When he throws his shoulder forward like that and his hand just keeps going back. Oh.
Yeah, he knows his limits though. That kid.
No, I
was
know.
doing that- Listen, he was doing that when he was 15 years old or 16 or some shit. In my house, in my old gym, my house, me and Artem were telling him, "You're gonna break your arm, dog. You can't just lead with it." And he didn't give a fuck then. He don't give a fuck now. That's that. I'm telling you, he didn't care then. In fact, he told me then that he would be polling the world champions soon.
Hmm.
I'm like this, and I was like, "Motherfucker, no, you won't."
Self-affirmation,
Max
man.
Thomas.
He fucking yeah.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time, dude. So that's the other thing too, is imagine just a 35-year-old Chance show.
a little grown man.
Oh, dude, he's gonna be a beast in 10 years. Oh my god.
Would actually have a beard.
Maybe.
Right? Well, maybe.
He's gonna what?
Hey.
What? He's gonna wake up one day and decide to grow a beard.
You see
hang
how
up the
Jack
pineapple shirt.
You see how Jack Dan is his dad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Remember at that one when we were putting everything up and we're moving the pool tables? He just goes up to the pool table and just picks the whole fucking pool table up. He just picks it up.
Yeah,
Weird. We're trying to like get to the side to fucking help him. We're like, damn, this bitch is already in the air. And we look over and Dan is just fucking holding it up, looking at Brandon like, where am I moving this to? I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck?
I would have had three
put it down,
bulging
put it down.
discs if I tried that.
Yeah. Bro, at a whole fucking pool table. It was insane.
Listen, dude, I seen Dan at one time walk up and take 100-pound dumbbell at my old gym and pick it up off the rack. Just hold it straight arm and just I mean,
Jesus.
and then look at me and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm talking casually, just picks it up. And the cleanest rep you ever seen with 100 and looks at me and says, "Is that good?" I'm like,
Fuck
what?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
he
good.
starts like with some bullshit, like, what, you can't do that? Like, come on, you can't. I'm like, dude,
Over
Bro, I'm
here.
struggling. I'm trying to keep my form clean with a 50.
it
It's
was
fuck-
cleaner than me. It was cleaner than we could do 50s.
Yeah.
It was cleaner than we could do 50s. It was like about the way I would curl a 40 or a 35, just dog dead control. What the fuck? I
People are-
seen him bench. I can't remember if it was like 450 or something, casually fucking around at the gym that was just loaded on, just messing around like at an arm wrestling practice. Dude,
Oh,
Dan,
damn.
you guys know Dan, that's kind of like the retired older guy, but 10 years ago, he was an animal, dude. He was walking around, fucking looked like Bolo.
God damn.
Looked like some final boss in a martial arts movie. Have you ever seen him just fucking dieseled up?
No, I just
Bro,
know
I'm
this
gonna
version
show
of Dan.
Dude, I'll show you some pictures. Looks like Brock Lesnar.
Dude, freaky arms.
Dude, we need to
Yeah.
find pictures of Dan. Was he born here originally, Dan?
The fuck
Dan?
I look like his parents? I don't know.
Fuck, I'm just saying, how awesome would it be if we could find pictures of Dan when he first came from like the
They
fucking
have.
Philip,
Bro, I've seen him. I've seen
fucking
him. He
looking
looks
like fucking
I've seen
Tom
him. He
Paul
looks like
from
this.
fucking Bloodsport.
Yes, that's exactly. He looks like some like
Yes.
jacked Asian dude with like aviators on. Like he was old, bro. Watch. I'll tell Dan to share some of his old cool pictures. I've
We need
seen
to
it.
get some of that on some shirts.
You'll
How
see him
cool would that
post
be?
them and tag some people in them. But that dude, he's been a beast his whole life.
Nice.
He didn't just start this shit. You guys, if you guys seen him 10 years ago, he was like one of the baddest power lifters around. Or at least I think in bench. But it's like everything. You know, he's sitting back chilling, but Chance has got plenty of time. He's got plenty of damn time. He had a good showing. I wouldn't say that by any means he shouldn't have had that match. So it's
Yeah.
crazy. Chance loses a portion of these matches, but nobody really smokes him.
No.
He was
Yeah,
in
he
the
doesn't lose any popularity.
But let me just say
He's
this.
still just
He
as
was in the
popular.
match more than I was with Austin Wade.
Oh yeah.
What's that say? You know what I'm saying? That's humbling to say.
Well,
but-
Chance's deal is his technique, no matter who he faces, is probably going to be better than them. It's just a strength gap with these freaking European monsters, which they're on the fucking good stuff. Let's just say it. And Chance is not, man. He's just a regular
definitely
guy.
on the tortellinis.
Chance is on
The
gummy
best
bears.
tortellinis.
Yeah, they're on the best tortellinis over there. The good shit. And Chance is just a regular dude that's just blessed with great genetics and the gift of strength, and he's smart.
You gotta love it. Comes out in the Hawaiian shirt and whoops everybody's
Oh.
ass.
Yeah. I mean, how awesome is that? Oh, and I was wrong. Brad did that scar we were seeing on Brad's elbow. I guess he did have that surgery, and
Yep.
we didn't even fucking know.
He didn't
I
tell
looked on his
somebody?
I saw on his channel that he was like doing updates and shit. So, but he was pulling with that shit, wasn't he? Wasn't he pulling right-handed against Noel? I'm pretty sure I saw him going crazy with Noel with a scar on his shit. So if he's already pulling the way he is right-handed, he's feeling really, really good because according to the video that he put out, it's supposed to atrophy to where he's just going to be a beast now. The doctor's like telling him just to work his riser, work it out, and it will cause his arm to atrophy to when he comes back, he's going to be even stronger. This is what the doctor said.
I don't know. That dude's strong as hell. That's all I know.
Fuck yeah, he's strong.
He's a good arm
We'll
wrestler.
find out. King of Florida, August 12th. Don't miss it. I'll see you guys back on here next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Later.